In this tutorial, I'm going to show you how to paint Lego accessories. It's fun and a lot easier than you might think. So first, the type of paint that I use acrylic paint because it's very forgiving when you're painting with Lego. So since you're using acrylic paint on plastic, it's not going to stick until it actually dries. Once you put the paint on, you can immediately wash it off very easily if you don't like what you just painted. So all you'll need is a place to pour your paint, a paper towel, and a push pin to paint with. And then all you need to do is grab just a tiny bit of paint with the push pin, and then you can start painting. And use the paper towel to clean your push pin whenever you need a different color. Okay, so now to painting the Lego. If you're worried about ruining a piece you really like, then use a piece that's broken or scratched or not in very good shape to try to fix it, like a minifigure head, or just to play around with and have fun, to experiment on. So the reason I left this paint so thick on the minifigure's face was so that I could trim it away later. Once the paint has dried for just a few minutes, you can scrape away at whatever parts of the paint you don't want to keep. However, this will make it look a little bit messy if your piece is scratched up. Alright, coffee mugs. These are my favorite piece to paint because you can paint whatever you want on them. But I have so many of these that I can paint several and still have plenty normal coffee mugs. For this one, I was making some kind of like ocean scene, but I didn't really know what I wanted it to look like, so I was just kind of winging it. That's kind of what I do for all of them, but one thing you want to watch out for when you're painting anything that a minifigure can hold on to is don't paint over the handle, because the thickness of the paint will make it so that the minifigure cannot hold on to the handle anymore, or else your paint will just scrape off. So keep the handle its original color if you can. So for this one, I kind of went above and beyond and did way too much. So if this happens to you, if you add way too much paint, you don't really know what you're looking for, you can always just run it under water, get all of the paint off, and completely restart, which is probably what I should have done here. And finally, Lego torsos are the easiest to paint. I wanted this one to look like that first coffee mug that I made, which was the mountain scene. What I did do beforehand was take this red Lego shirt and completely cover it in red paint beforehand and then let it dry so that this coat of paint will stick better. And when you're painting torsos, try not to paint below where the arms go, because if you try to move the arms, they'll start scraping away at the paint and ruin the sides. So I just don't bother painting that. Now I'm going to paint the other side, and once these coats of paint dry, I'm going to add in the sun and the ground on the bottom. So yeah, there they are. I am by no means an expert at it, but it's fun to do, and I think it adds a little more pizzazz to the Lego pieces. So you should definitely try it out. Have some fun with it. I hope this motivated you to start painting Lego yourself. Thanks for watching. And my little siblings are the camera people, so if you hear any giggling, that's why. That was not scripted. Oh, and we're almost at 1,000 subscribers, so thank you so much, guys, for that. That's awesome.